Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are looking at title update number 11. So, I honestly didn't expect us to get any major updates to the gameplay anyway. We normally don't really get anything past late January, early February. This is arguably the biggest update we're having of the year. Massive change to some of the play styles. Honestly, get rid of that random pop up from League of Legends. Um, Honestly, it does make sense somewhat in the sense of playstyles are new this year. It was probably going to take EA some time to really think about the direction they wanted to go of them, how good they wanted them to be or not be. Um, it does affect the game though in a few ways. So I expect this could drastically change the price of some players. And it should change the meta a lot. 'Cause I think playstyles this year are really, really important, make a huge difference. And you are going to feel really bad if you've got a player who you spent a lot of um, coins on untradables, and they've got these playstyles, and out of nowhere they're suddenly a lot worse now, and vice versa. Some people might have players who are a lot better. So I don't really like it in the sense of that, but I can let EA off a little bit on this one, being as it's the first year of playstyles, and they wasn't going to be able to get them right. So I'm being generous there. In addition to these notes, be sure to check out our spring update pitch notes, which dive deep into some of the changes. So we'll read the notes, then we'll have a look at that as well. So, Tiki Taka, that's been nerfed. These would say they're slightly adjusted. We just have a drink. So, Tiki Taka, I thought it was a pretty good playstyle. Didn't really see much reason to nerf it, but they have. Not most of these. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. Are just normal playstyles. It says if they're a plus. Decreased accuracy of driven passes. Ping pass is really good. I don't think the normal one need a nerf. It seems like they're trying to improve the pluses though and nerf the normal ones. Interesting. Increased actually. I don't think ping pass plus needed a buff. That doesn't really make sense improving the plus one. Reduce maximum possible sprint jockey speed. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. Reduce shield effectiveness with the ball. See, I don't mind press proven being slightly nerfed, but then press proven plus being buffed, increasing the effectiveness and strength attribute while shielding, that seems a bit crazy. Long ball plus and long ball pass, decreased accuracy of crosses. I mean, I thought that whipped pass is supposed to be crosses. That doesn't really make sense to me. They're not supposed to affect crosses, but if they were, they shouldn't have been fair enough. Power header, increased ball speed from lower power headers. Makes sense. You don't really know it's power header unless they actually have plus. So, yeah. Reduce set piece preview line length. Don't think dead ball really needed touching personally. Significant. So these should be a much big difference. Power header plus. Reduce ball speed. So there's the nerf and power header plus. Fair enough. Reducing the amount of half time and extra time stamina recovery for Relentless. That's fair. Relentless is ridiculous in the sense of if you don't have it compared to having it, it's crazy. Relentless plus players in the second half of extra time will have full energy. That's a bit stupid. Aerial plus nerfing that a bit. Good. It's a bit stupid. Reducing power shot. See, for me, power shot, I never concede them. They're pretty easy to stop. But they are, if anyone does happen to get them off, really good. I don't really think they need a nerf, to be honest. Made the following changes. Change the tricks for animation, don't really care about that. Unique ball roll. They've adjusted legendary difficult CPU. Honestly, that could matter in terms of online gameplay. I don't know what level the AI is supposed to be at, but yeah. AI is less likely to do tiki taka. I mean, my only real issue if you're playing squad battles. Interesting. Players with lower composure attributes are more likely to make mistakes when pressed. That should be a buff to the press, but as always with most EA changes, they don't really actually explain them. So will players make way more mistakes? Will they be noticeable? We don't really know, to be honest. Okay, let's have a look at the spring update. PlayStyles tuning. So there's this jockey. I mean, that is barely noticeable. To me, the jockey speed there's barely noticeable. I'd have been more interested in the passing. Um, yeah, that really doesn't. I don't know what you guys think. Really doesn't matter to me personally. I don't really see any difference in that. They're explaining some of this here. Our objective is to give more agents to our players, especially on the defense side. When defending against legendary CPU AI, players now have more time to react and effectively anticipate the CPU. I mean, it really doesn't matter for most people who probably watch my videos. Shooting animations based on matches from the Champions League. We've had a shooting animation based on capture from real world competitive games, including goals scored by Haaland. Animations are always very big on the game, so I'll be interested to see this. New skill move. I can't really remember them adding a skill move in the middle of the year. Based on capture from Vinny Jr., the idle step over. See, I've always wondered why you can't do this because in real life, players do this quite a lot. Be exclusive to players with the Trickster playstyle. Doesn't say Trickster Plus. L2, R2. Pretty simple to do then. That could be really good potentially if you've got a player with explosive and high pace like Vinny Jr. If you can do that, size someone up, and then you can just quickly go out of nowhere. It just depends how quickly it lets you burst out the animation. Could potentially be pretty good. It's cancelable at any point, can be linked into all standard skill moves. Interesting. New clearance animation based on a match between Dortmund and PSG. Again, interested to see if we see that. Those pitch notes though don't really. There's not a lot in there unless there's something in here. Updating the difficulty. Some new player items. Great player moments. Anel Hemedzovic. More star heads. Good, I guess. Playstyles, UI, and online matches. We addressed an issue which caused playstyle indicators to not show up on the match UI as intended. Yeah, I only showed one before, I think. Interesting. That's good. I mean, any upgrades to the game, sure, that's good. Honestly, for me, I want them to make it a single game, and that's just constantly updated rather than yearly cycles, and that really hurts the game. But that is a whole video within itself. For me, it's hard to tell, but we need to really play the game a bit and see what we think of these updates. I'll be interested to see if this does affect the price of these players, though. What do you think about these nerfs? Are you happy with them? Do you agree with them? There's not any that I'm like, wow, that's ridiculous, and there's not really any that I'm like, why have they not done that? Maybe ping pass being plus being increased accuracy. I mean, that's a bit ridiculous. You might see some crazy first time driven passes with those players, but there you go. Appreciate you guys watching the video. As always, keep it spicy. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.